y'all need to get this recipe and serve it to your family and friends. Because I'm telling you, this recipe right here, it's on point. You need to serve it to your family and friends. Oh my gosh, this is so good.
What you'll need for this quick and easy cornbread dressing recipe, of course, is a pan of cornbread. Now you can use your favorite cornbread recipe, homemade, or you can pick up a couple packs from the store. I stay away from Jiffy. It tends to be a little bit too sweet, a little too much sugar added. So get a couple packs of cornbread mix. You'll need some eggs and some milk. Get that baby mixed up and in the oven, and we proceed to the next step. Now, for my Southern style cornbread dressing, I do like to use my own homemade chicken broth. I get a stock pot, I fill it with water, I add about 3 chicken thighs. To that, some chopped celery, chopped onion, chopped bell pepper, and some of my favorite seasonings, like Creole seasoning, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, a little poultry seasoning, and some salt. Add everything to your taste. And then I'm going to set that to the side after it boils for about 1 hour, and then we'll go ahead and chop up our chicken, which we'll also use in our cornbread dressing. All right, guys, while we're waiting on our chicken stock to finish, which usually takes about 1 hour, our cornbread's in the oven, takes about 20 minutes, we're going to go ahead and chop up the vegetables that we need for our cornbread dressing. We're going to use 3 stalks of celery, we're going to use half of a yellow onion, and 1 small bell pepper, and get those chopped up. And here we have our chopped vegetables, onion, celery, and bell pepper. Now let's go to the stovetop to begin the saute. I want to go ahead and put my skillet over a medium heat and use 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Once you've added all your vegetables, go ahead and let them soften up and set them to the side. All right, guys, at this step, we have removed our chicken thighs from the broth. We're going to let it cool, remove the skin, debone the chicken, and chop it up into small pieces for our cornbread dressing. I have removed the skin, also the bones, from our chicken thighs. For this particular recipe, we're only going to use 2 of the chicken thighs that we used earlier to make our broth. I've chopped the chicken up into small pieces. We're also going to use 2 eggs. I'm going to place those into a separate bowl, give them a little bit of a whisk before we add them to our mixture. It's going to help combine the dressing together. Also, our cornbread is completely cooled. You want to make sure your cornbread is cooled down before starting your mixture. Also, our sauteed vegetables are ready to go. Now it's time to go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. For today's cornbread dressing, we're going to use a 13x9 baking dish. Now you can surround the sides and the bottom with butter or use your favorite cooking spray. In a large mixing bowl, I'm going to go ahead and start combining my ingredients. I'm going to start off by crumbling up my cornbread. Then I'm going to add the chopped chicken, along with the sauteed vegetables, along with the egg mixture. And then I'm going to add some other additional seasonings. But keep in mind that we did add some seasonings to our chicken broth that we made earlier. But I am going to add a little extra Creole seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder, poultry seasoning, a little bit of sage to my taste, add yours to your taste, along with pepper. Before we add our chicken broth, let's go ahead and give this a very good mix. Now that all of our ingredients are combined, we want to go ahead and add our chicken broth. We're going to start off by adding about 2 cups and we'll adjust it from there. Now this is the texture that we're looking for. You don't want it to be too wet or too dry. In total, we added about 3 cups of our chicken broth. Now let's go ahead and add it to our pan. Now you want to go ahead and place this into your 350 degree oven for about 35 to 40 minutes until it's golden brown. This cornbread dressing has been in the oven for about 45 minutes, allowing it to turn a beautiful golden brown. Now the very next thing is to simply serve up a plate. Now that we have a serving of our cornbread dressing, you can add a little gravy on top, or like me, just a little bit of cranberry sauce on the side, and enjoy.
Now, I usually like to eat cornbread dressing around the holidays. But this cornbread dressing right here, I mean, I can eat this all year round. This recipe is on point. Mix it with some cranberry sauce. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This now this is good. This is good.